G Werb. Oh my gosh. No, not G Werb, man. It is always the glass half empty with you, bro. Okay, let's see what you got for me today, G Werb. Let's go. If the Raiders don't draft Shador, they better draft Milroe. The rest of the QBs in the draft are a dime a dozen. Howard equals Will Levis. I agree. McCord equals Davis Mills. I agree. Dart equals Ewers. A weak Carr, and so on. Okay, so let me just say this. I don't think the Raiders are going to draft Shador. I know Mark Davis loves him, but I'm going to tell you right now, from the people that I have talked to, as far as the GM and the scout room goes, they are much more impressed with Cam Ward. Much more impressed. And the issue is right now, Shador's stock is sliding, and it is sliding like the stock market after tariffs. Okay? So, in my opinion, I don't think that I think the Raiders signing Geno Smith, and I talked about this in yesterday's video. I don't think the Raiders go and draft Shador Sanders when you just signed a 2-year extension contract to Geno Smith, who is exactly the same quarterback. So why would, if you're going to draft somebody, you're drafting them because they're an upgrade over your quarterback now. Geno Smith will most likely, barring some crazy injury, he's going to be the starting quarterback of the Raiders for the next 3 years. Love it or hate it, you better get used to it, because you're going to see Geno Smith out there on the field for the next 3 years. And so would you draft a Shador Sanders this year when you already have an older version of Shador Sanders, and then make Shador Sanders sit for 3 years? I don't see it. I think Shador Sanders goes to the Giants. I honestly don't. And I'm hoping he goes to the Giants, because I don't want the Raiders to do that. That's a waste of a number 6 overall pick. We need to win now. Shador Sanders is 3 or 4 years from now. So you need to give your quarterback that you just signed an $85 million top deal. I know it's $75 million, but with the incentives, he hits $85 million. So we're just going to say he's going to hit the incentives, and we'll call it $85 million. Okay. You need to give him more weapons to score touchdowns. And what better weapon to help you score touchdowns and win games than a dude like Ashton Jeanty? I've been saying it for months. The Raiders need to draft this guy, because a running back of his caliber only comes around every 15 to 30 years. I'm telling you right now, and I said it in my thing last year, a lot of people are saying, don't draft a quarterback that high. Don't draft a quarterback at round 1. Well, let me ask you this. Those same people who are saying don't draft him, in your Madden football video game, when you go to make your Hall of Fame team, is Barry Sanders not your running back? Is Bo Jackson not your running back? If it's good enough for your Madden game, why isn't it good enough for real life? Because that's what Ashton Jeanty is going to be. This dude is different. He is on a different level than every running back that has come out for years. Now, I can't guarantee that that's going to translate into the NFL and he's going to put up those kinds of numbers. But I can tell you this, if you give that dude the rock 30 times a game, he'll be a 12, 13, 1,400 yard rusher. And he'll probably score you 15 to 20 touchdowns. And that's just something that we haven't had in a long time. PDL says, it is me, dude. Oh, you are looking good, brother. Keep up the good work. You are looking yoked, my man. Mate, you should try and get a job with the Raiders as a strength and conditioning assistant. Thomas Wolf says, glad you're okay. I had a similar event. Almost died at the VA. My goodness. My goodness. Well, I hope you're doing good now, my brother. And it's, you know what, I'm going to tell you, listen, I don't jump into politics here, but I'm going to tell you what is happening to the VA right now is an absolute shame. Absolute shame. Laying off all those veterans who work at the VA, to me, is just a disgrace. And I just, I can't even stomach it. It's just, it pisses me off. Let's see. Thank you, brother. John Rader 98. He's got Shador on his profile picture for the YouTube. It says we can get out of Geno's contract at no cost after the second year. No, we can't. He has $68 million guaranteed. And so, yeah, I mean, you could get out of it, but you're going to eat dead cap like crazy. Why not groom Shador? In the meantime, Shador is just as good as Geno right now. His ceiling is higher. Well, we don't know that Shador is as good as Geno right now. We don't know that, for one, because he's never taken a snap in the NFL. And I'm going to tell you right now, going from college to the NFL, it is a process. These quarterbacks, I don't care how good they are. And I said this last year, the Raiders should sell the farm for Jaden Daniels because he will be a generational player. He is on a different level. A lot of people didn't believe me. They said that, he's from LSU. He's just going to be a bust and blah, blah, blah. And look what he did last year. This dude is probably going to win a Super Bowl within the next 3 or 4 years of his career. And he'll probably win multiple Super Bowls with the Commanders, unfortunately. But all the rest of the quarterbacks, it is going to be a process for them, right? And yes, it's a shorter process now because college offensive coordinators are playing a lot more pro-style football than they used to. And so it is a shorter process, but it is a process. And you just don't know until they get there. And listen, I've watched a ton of Shador Sanders game tape. He is a good quarterback. I think he will have a good career in the NFL. I don't think he's generational, and I don't think he's great. So for me, I would rather the Raiders go out and get somebody who we know is going to be generational. It is almost impossible that Ashton Jeanty on a good team is not going to be a Hall of Fame running back. And listen, I know that's a bold statement because he's never played a snap in the NFL. He's never had these guys in the NFL who can really tackle, get a hold of him, and see if he can bounce off them. However, when you watch him play, I know he played at Boise State, Mountain West, all of those arguments against him. When you watch this dude play, though, he's on a different level. Listen, you can say it's Mountain West, Boise State all you want. Boise State has never had a running back that's done what he's done in the Mountain West. I mean, it was like a grown man playing against 6-year-olds. Different level. Mark my words, if the Raiders don't get Ashton Jeanty, I will cry. Because I'm telling you, when this dude hits the NFL, he is going to light it up. And if I'm wrong, I will be the first one to admit it. But I don't think I'm wrong. Big Tyler in the house. What is going on, my man? Salute. Having Geno as our bridge doesn't require drafting a quarterback. I think we'll address other roster holes, especially with a deep running back class. And listen, I said this the other day too. What if the Raiders were to do something crazy, like Pete Carroll is prone to do, and you draft Ashton Jeanty at pick number 6? And then at the second round, you've got Travion Henderson sitting there, Judkins sitting there, maybe Omari and Hampton sitting there. Do you take 2 running backs? Because Zamir White is not it. He's not it. And Lauby, I like him, but I think he's a special teamer.